Well, hey guys, welcome to another edition of Summerfield Draft Horses and Epic's Trailer of Terror. Today we are going to be having a different format with the video, simply because when we were training, the microphone kind of fell into my shirt a little bit and you couldn't hear a lot of what was going on. It didn't pick me up very well. I'll have to find a different shirt to wear, because it always seems like I'm wearing that same shirt every single time I go, because we go twice a week, once on Tuesdays and once on Thursdays. And this one that I have, it's got a bleach stain on it, so I don't want to wear it, professionally. That doesn't look very professional. And the other blue one I have is always dirty, because I've worn it like a Wednesday or something like that. But tomorrow, Thursday, I'll have this color. So anyway, I want to get back to how this video was made. Yesterday we ended up going a little later in the afternoon to do some work with him, and because the time frame is different, you're gonna have a different horse. Anybody that does horses or trains or whatever goes to see their own horse. These guys are very much different in the morning, they're different in the afternoon, and they're very different in the evening. So like these guys in the morning, they're just kind of spry. It's still kind of cool outside, so they run around and they have a great time. They're a little bit more awake, plus they get their breakfast, so things are moving around a little bit. People are starting to wake up and the whole world is waking up, so they're a little bit more, I don't know, sometimes just more mobile, I guess. The afternoon is siesta time. Usually they hang out at the hay, or they hang out in the water, or they just kind of hang out, and they really don't do a lot of much. Sometimes I might play, depending on the ages of your herd. But these guys, they just relax in there most of the time. Then about this time in the afternoon, about 5, 6, 7 o'clock, is dinner time. So of course they're a little bit more mobile, and they wander around, but then they just kind of calm down back again, and then they kind of hang out in the barn until it gets dark, and then they wander around even more, sleep, because these guys sleep at night. I don't know why they do it, but they sleep at night, flat out sleep. In the summertime and in the wintertime, they sleep during the day because they move around more at night because it's cold. Anyway, that's a whole nother story altogether. So this particular video, we were there in the afternoon, and I always like to find out, it's always kind of neat to see what type of personality you're going to get on a horse in the afternoon versus in the morning, because usually we're there with Epic right after breakfast. So his tummy is full and he's just a happy-go-lucky guy. He's just like, oh, now we can work. Tonight, this past time, we were there right before dinner. So he's like, all right, I'm getting kind of hungry because like I haven't eaten all day. I got like little flies everywhere. I haven't eaten all day. I'm really kind of hungry. So his focus was massively on food. So in order to train, you kind of need the brain. And if the brain is thinking about food, then it's really, really hard to keep focus. But that's not something that we can overcome. I also entertained the idea of going in through the escape door, but unfortunately her trailer did not prove to be safe for something like that. So I had to kind of switch gears and try something new. So we tried a few other things, and we found a couple more loopholes in his training where he doesn't know. Well, first I already knew that he didn't know how to release from pressure on the pole. That's from his other 2 training sessions, and that is something that I kind of had to work with him on again, is to kind of get him to understand to release his own pressure. So we tried to do that in the trailer, and it sort of worked, and then it sort of didn't. There's a section in the video where I was teaching him a little bit to release from pressure. I wanted him just to take one step, and he put on the brakes. He started just putting his head and then leaning backwards and just not wanting to take a step forward. He didn't know what I was asking because he's never been taught what I was asking him to do. So you can't expect a horse to give you the right answer when they don't even know what the right answer could be. They just know the wrong answer is to back up, and that was the right answer for them at the time. So we tried a few other little things to try to get him to take a step forward, and because there's shavings in the trailer, my foot slipped, which startled him. He threw his head up and he backed out very, very quickly. But we kind of grabbed it real quick and told him that that was not the right answer. So you always make the wrong answer hard and the right answer easy. So the right answer for him in that situation would have been just to stand still. But since he didn't know that that was the right answer, his right answer was to back out and get away from the scary thing that just happened. When I find holes like that, you kind of have to teach like how a horse would teach them. And that's usually very quick and very swift. So that's what we did. And after that, we walked around the trailer one more time, and then we walked in, and he was just fine. He learned to give himself release from the pressure on the pole and step forward in order to release that type of pressure. So maybe the next time when he feels trapped and he's pulling back on his halter, he'll realize, wait a minute, I remember the right answer is to take a step forward, and it will release the pressure on my face, and I'll be okay. I don't have to panic. So we're going to work on that again tomorrow. It's easier to do that in an area where he doesn't want to move because he leads very well. So if we do it outside, it's not going to be, we can't create that same environment. So we're going to have to do it in the trailer where he doesn't like to take a step forward. So he's going to have to learn to take a step forward. So we're kind of backtracking, but moving forward at the same time. These guys have learned to trailer very, very well. She trailers pretty okay. She gets in no problem. This guy here, when we first started trailering him, it took 4 people in a rope to get him into the trailer because he didn't know. So I'm going to put in a couple little snaps of little videos of what we've done over the back few years to train him and how he is now. The other thing that I recommended for Epic is that he have a lot of room for the moment, for maybe 1 or 2 rides, to move around in. So he learns to balance himself a little bit in the trailer. He knows that he's not going to be confined and trapped, because if you try to put a horse on the trailer and close the door right away, he's going to be like, oh, you've been trying to trap me this whole time. And then they don't like it. They get panicked because they're not comfortable. They're not confident that they're going to be safe, that they're going to be able to back out on their own. It's just a recipe for disaster. So the next 2 days, I know this for sure, he's going to need at least 2 days of training. So Thursday and next Tuesday, we're going to be working with that. Next Thursday is their farrier appointment, and I'm going to have our trailer. So we might bring our trailer over with us and see how he is in the big trailer. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I'll talk to her tomorrow on that. What? He's like, what are you talking about? So I'm gonna put in all of the little clips that shows that things went wrong, because you can't always expect a horse to know the right answer the very first time that you ask them. It takes a little while. They have to search for it. They have to find it. And if they're not motivated to find the right answer, it takes a while. So let's see what we've got here, and thanks for watching. I'm gonna just tie you up right here for just a minute, and then we'll show them a few things, okay? So you just hang out here for a moment, sir, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the inside of our trailer and how it works. Hopefully you'll be able to see me. Okay, so you have, in here is very narrow. I can barely put my hands over here. So ultimately this divider and all that would be able to be pushed down, so he has all of this extra room. So the problem that we run into is this. Okay, you have the divider separate. So you have the divider, and when it's closed, it's very narrow. Okay, most of the time it's a little bit wider here than it is here, and this is a very narrow space. This is very narrow. This is your standard size divider, so it's not really very wide. And for a horse that's really super wide in the butt, you want to make sure you have as much room in the butt as possible. Otherwise, as they ride, they will lean, as you can see, on the pads, which is fine, but it also creates rub spots, sore spots, deep tissue bruising, and so forth. So that's why we want to make sure that our horses are as comfortable as possible. We're going to go, and we're going to do it this way, the way that I wanted to do this. Okay, so we're going to open the door there, and I'm just going to walk him right through, get him used to coming in this way, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to set this up over here, you guys. That way you can see what's going on. That's not going to work. We may have to do something different with you today. All right, so what I was talking about was I was hoping this was just going to be a step, but it's a step with a rail. So that is really super high for him to step up onto. If this part wasn't here, if this step wasn't here, this is more for a person. If it was just a big step, it would be easier for him to get in. So, well, let's improvise. Well, we're going to have to change a couple little things from what we were going to do. Well, it's not necessarily the front, it's the width. It's,
yeah, but I'm saying
yeah.
It might be wider because it's just
it might.
We'll
have to take a look at it.
Measure it.
Yeah, let's take a look. It might be wider. Come here, baby. I know. We're going to back this up, give you plenty of room, and then I'll just zoom in. And that way you guys can see. I got it. Don't you be nippy today. All right. Come on, babes. Are you sure you don't have Belgian in you? Come on, handsome. Come on in. That's a boy. Belgians always work with their tummies. They're always about their tummies. And you are about your tummy there, sir. All right, walk up. Come on. No, we're not going to go after the grass. All right. So, I know. I'm going to just have him stand here for just a minute. He's sniffing around. And I'm going to take you have a step up. Step up. Step up.
Stop being so nibbly.
I don't want you to back up. Nope. I'm not backing up. We're stepping up. Good boy. No, you can't have the hay. Step up. Nope, no hay. There. I know. I know. All right. You step. Step up. Then. Easy. Easy. I know. I know. I'm making you not have the hay. Back up. Good boy. Easy. Slow. Good boy. Good boy. One more. One more. Come on. Okay, come back in. Oop. Come on. Come on. You did this before. Come on. You're a little stubborn on you. There we go. Good boy. No, can't have the hay. Nice try. No, we're not backing up. We're just going to stand. Come on. Forward. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Nope, no hay. Nope. You know what? We could probably. Pencil, back out. Watch where your feet are. No hay. Go on. Go on. No hay. Go on. Back up. Good boy. Very good. Back up. Very good. Very good. Back up. Easy. Easy. Come on. Come on. Back out all the way this time. Very good. Very good. Good boy. He is so motivated for the hay that's in there.
Yeah.
He's like, I want the hay. I want the hay. So
He's really careful. I mean,
he is. He learned that last time. He was so quiet, so careful. But I want him not to try to go for the hay. I want him to come in and just be quiet. But let's do it again. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's a good boy. Good boy. No. That's a good boy.
job. Just stand right here. Good boy. No. Good boy. Just out of curiosity. I think you are going to be too big for this spot there, sweetheart. You might have to have the whole trailer all to yourself because you're just too big. You are just too big, sir. Let's see what this looks like. Gently tapping him to go forward. No, see, it's all right. Moving. Take a step. That's a boy. Good boy. Good boy. I'm just tapping him on the butt. See what he does. Good boy. Good boy. Take a step up. Step up. On it. Of course you do. Of course you do. You have to take a step. You can't reach any farther. You can't reach any farther. You got it. There. Good boy. It's like a dog. You get the treat when you actually do something, huh? Yeah. Step up. Good boy. You figured it out. Good job. Good boy. Thank you. Can I remind him? Step forward. Can't do that. That was the bad thing to do because you were going to bite. Come on. All right, back up. Let's start over. Start over. Start over. Come on, back up. Let's do it this way. Let's try a different way. We want you to take a step forward, and we want you to take a step forward. Step up. Very good. Let's teach him what this means. I think you didn't know what it means. Good boy. Just do it slowly. He is a teenager. Good boy. Good boy. That's what you're doing. Come on. Yeah, you did. Come on. We're going to fix you up, though. Come on. No. Come on. Nope. Nope. No, he'll figure it out. Come on. Back up, please. Back up all the way. All the way out. Come on, you're doing this part yourself. You're getting yourself all wonked up. Go. Thank you. Hello, sweetheart. Turn around. Thank you. Come on. Good boy. All the way in. Good job. Good boy. You can have your hay. Thank you for moving over, sir. That was very good. I know I'm being that annoying fly. We don't get to do that. We don't get to do that. That's not very nice. There. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Time. Let's see if you figure it out. This is quicker this time. Put your backwards. Back. Nope. Good boy. Good boy. Nope. In. So now he's a little bit more relaxed.
So it's okay when he does that you can put resistance on it, but it's resistance
From
it's constant, but you can't pull
right, because you're
then he's gonna just
right. You don't want to be the cause of resistance. You want him to be the cause of resistance. So if he stops and refuses, you just stop and you hold your position. If he pulls back, you just don't pull back on him, but you try to keep the resistance so he figures it out that if I pull back farther, this is hurting, it's going to be worse. Do your best to stand your ground. And then he'll figure it out. Oh, I take a step forward and it goes away, like right away. So we'll try one more time and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here he's resisting, so I've just got constant pressure on him and he's not doing anything. He's just leaning. He's leaning back, but we want him to move forward. He's going to get uncomfortable if he decides not to take a nap first. He'll put his head up a little bit. He'll put his head up and then he'll figure it out. There. Just that one step you want to, because that's what you want. All right. Come on. There. Right away. And I have no problems getting him on right now. Good job.
There you have it. It was a very interesting afternoon, to say the least. And I think it went very well. He showed me a few of his colors and his holes and his true self. And that's what I really want. But it's only been his third day of training. So what do you expect? You can't expect everything to happen just like overnight with horses, right? You guys take a little bit of time to figure it out in your head, huh? Epic is doing great. Tomorrow will be his 4th day of training, and I think he's moving along just nicely. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses. You gonna go eat his food? There's nothing left in his bucket.